What's going on, guys? It's Liam and welcome back to some more ARK Survival Evolved. So I am back on my friend's server. He is not on at the minute, but he was kind enough to boot up the server before he headed off to bed. Yep, that's right, he has headed off to bed. He has currently royally fucked up his sleeping pattern, whereas I'm sort of getting mine under control right now. So for the past couple of days or so, he has been on when I have not been, so he has managed to progress quite a bit. So I lagged behind a little bit, and honestly it kind of made me not want to really play because I was lagging behind. He progressed a lot more whenever he was on, and obviously it's his server so he could boot it up whenever he wanted, etc. So at that point I was kind of meh. But he turned and says, let's experiment with the XP gain. So that is what we did. We ended up experimenting with the XP gain, so you can change how quick you can get XP and whatnot, and it is a multiplier. So at the minute we have it on 3.5, which seems to be a good medium, but to help catch me up a bit, just show the level at the minute, we are 39, so we have unlocked quite a lot of the stuff, but to help me get there, he whacked it up to 100 times XP. So what I did was I got onto the mortal and pestle and just started making narco berries. I leveled up to, well, I essentially leveled up to level 35 from about 24 in a matter of minutes. So that made me a happy bunny. We were all caught up. I was able to research a bunch of new stuff. I've changed up the house a little bit. I've added on another level to it because I couldn't have my friend, having a taller house than me. But I'll show you what I've been up to a little bit, and then we will carry on doing what I wanted to do in this episode. So we now have smithies and is this a refinery? A forge, a refining forge. I was close, and we got preservation bins and whatnot. We've obviously get down the ladder. We obviously have tamed a few more dinosaurs here, so we now do have raptors. And just speaking of raptors, that is what I'm wanting to do this episode, is tame another raptor or two, because right now the dinos aren't going to be able to do the work of defending us or killing things more efficiently now that we're a higher level and we're exploring a bit more and whatnot. So as you can see, my friend does have a couple of raptors himself. He also has a trike, which has helped quite a bit to gather berries, but of course now we are 35, we can get a saddle for a stego, and stegos are awesome at gathering the old berries and whatnot. So in saying that, let's hop on to my raptor here now that we have all been caught up. And what I'm going to do is I am going to need to get a bit more of the old raw meat. So we are going to have a little hunt for some raw meat. And there, it's starting to rain. No, it's not. No, that's just, okay, that's just sound effects from the ocean there. So we're going to gather up some raw meat. I do have a stack and a bit in my preserving bin there. So that's going to stay now. Oh, what was going on there? What was going on there? I've seen fins and whatnot sticking out of the water. Oh, there they are. Ah, okay. So those are the new... Let's hop off there. I believe these are the Dinosaurs. Let's see, can we get up to him before he swims away again? To see the name. See the name, yeah, Ichthyosaurus. So, to actually tame it, apparently you can actually just put tame food in last item slot to feed. So apparently you can put whatever it eats. I believe it might be meat, I'm not sure, but you put it in your 0 slot, and apparently you feed it that way. So that's pretty cool. It's like a weird dolphin thing, but that's pretty awesome. But anyway, we're getting distracted by things. So I believe there's a fair amount of Pheomias and Parasaurs up here that we can easily take out. Easily take out. We could kill the Carbonemus, the Toidles, but I have found that they take a bit longer to kill. And of course, Pheomias give a shit ton of the meats. And I believe I spotted one. There's also a Parasaur here that we can get. We'll we'll just regenerate. So you've obviously seen that this lovely raptor here is called Rippa, because why the hell not? Rippa is press the wrong button. Rippa's got decent stats right now. He's got 1,000 health and a decent amount of melee damage. I'm going to be whacking that up from now on at the minute. They have sort of, I believe they fixed the taming system to what they intended it to be. Oh, he's going this way. I thought I was going to get in there before he buggered off, but there we go. We're going to hop off Ripper there to gather it. So they have fixed the old taming, I believe. Before, I think whenever you tamed it, the whole taming effectiveness only increased the... I think it was the melee damage, I believe. But now they've made it so that taming effectiveness actually matters. They've actually got a little new, well, not really HUD, but more text for taming effectiveness, and I think people are getting a bit more of an understanding for it. I mean, right now it's a bit more clear. It will say if it gains levels or not, and I will show that whenever we get to taming another raptor to show you what I mean. It'll be a bit easier for me to show you guys rather than trying to explain it off the top of my head, because I'm bad at explaining things. So we'll kill this Fiomia right now. Fiomias are surprisingly quick, I have to admit. Oh. I will admit they are surprisingly quick, even though if you were to tame one and then try and ride it, they're really slow, which is odd. And there we go, we managed to get it. There, a little bit of lag, I guess. Get all that meat. We should maybe only need to kill like one more Fiomia really to have enough meat, and there is indeed one just right up here. So we'll kill this Fiomia, and then I'm going to head back up that way, in that direction. Let's see, what direction is that? I do have a compass, and I'll admit I'm not great at using the compass for navigation. It's a sort of northeast, I guess, that is the direction you can call it. That is what we will do after we kill this Fiomia. Let's kick this Fiomia's arse. Come here. Little bit of lag. Little bit of lag, which is making it a little bit more difficult to hit things. Either that, or I am breaking the game and warping through this Fiomia, which seems to be the case, unfortunately. Well, we got it anyway. I do have metal tools now, which is nice, but the only reason I was able to get these metal tools was because the times I've been mining the normal stones whatnot, I had enough to smelt down to get the basic tools. My friend, again, has played on before, and he's found little places to go where you can gather lots more metal. So I will need to ask him about that someday, because my metal stuff is starting to break. But we do have all we need now, I believe, to take on and tame another raptor. I have plenty of trank arrows, I believe. 25 trank arrows, 60 meat there. That should be enough. I've also got another stack and a bit in my preserving bin too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back here. I'm going to chuck this meat into the preserving bin, because I think there are some raptors not far north of our little base. So I should be able to go back and forth to get the meat if need be. I've been doing the whole starving the dinosaur before actually taming it, because it seems to, you seem to get a bit more taming effectiveness, and now that they have essentially fixed it, it does help a bit. I mean, whenever I was taming this raptor, it gained 6 levels, so it did, and I think you get 33% of that level, of each level, as stats, if that makes sense. I believe so anyway. But anywho, let's, you know what, I'm just gonna grab all the meat, to be honest, from the preserving bin here. I'm just gonna grab all of the meat right now, and we are going to go and have a little hunt for a raptor up north, and we will fire a couple of trank arrows, hopefully knock it out rather quick, and we will tame it. So I will be back whenever we have eyes on a raptor. Alright, so not far up the beach here, we have found a raptor. Ideally I would like a female raptor, and that is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... should I wait until it takes out the... I actually need to equip my trank arrows. Hopefully it can actually kill that. If it can, I'm not going to have a good time. I don't know what to do here. I'll be really honest. I'm not sure what to do. Hopefully it can kill it. Oh god, that parasaur scared. Yeah, it killed it. Okay, that's fine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start firing a couple of trank arrows at its fists. Hopefully it's hitting it. I think it's hitting it. Yeah, it is. Ow. That was close, but we got it. So we'll gather those back up. Nice, level 7 female raptor. So the idea was to get another female raptor, because my raptor's male, and of course we will get a lovely little mate boost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go whack in the narcotics first, and I am going to starve it until it's about 3/4, maybe a bit less. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all the raw meat on. It essentially will take the same amount of time to tame, really, I guess, because of the amount of time it takes to starve it. And of course it'll only eat, well, dinosaurs will only eat when you're taming them whenever they are hungry. That's when the little taming effectiveness bar goes up. But we do have decreased taming time on this, so it will be a lot quicker when taming. It's just going to take a little while to starve it. One thing I have been experimenting with is actually using stimberries as well as a narcotic. So if you use stimberries, the food goes down a little bit, but of course its torpor also goes down. So you have to be careful when doing that. It's something I've been experimenting with, and it doesn't really seem to affect much, but it just seems that, you know, if you just hover around and do whatever for the time being, it seems to go down a decent amount anyway. But of course we have to keep going back to check on it. So what I might do is I might just go around here, kill a couple of parasaurs while I'm waiting, and then I will be back when I'm ready to give her some of the old raw meat to tame her. So I will be back in a second. Alright, and we are back. She is almost at 0 food right now. So I don't think starving dinosaurs helps tame it quicker. I think it is just a better way to retain the old taming effectiveness percentage. Well, that's what I think anyway. But we are almost done. I think once that hits 150, we will give her some food. Now, again, we do have decreased taming time, so it will be a lot quicker than, say, on a normal server. So just bear that in mind. But she is, there she is. She is down to 140 food. So now I'm just going to chuck all this raw meat into her inventory, and she'll munch that up, and her taming will start, and you will see what her taming effectiveness starts at as well. I do believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe the effectiveness is that percentage of stats for each level that she is able to gain. I'm not sure, but we will see. I should actually probably look it up, but let's whack in the raw meat now. So there we go. It's a bunch of raw meat. So as you can see, the taming is going up really fast. So at the minute she'll gain 2 levels. So that's going to be quite nice. This one here, because he was a higher level, he gained 6 levels, but she's only going to gain 2, maybe 1. But as you can see, her taming effectiveness is above 50%. Looks like we'll get around 65% taming effectiveness, and there we go. So we'll name her Riley. There we go. As you can see, she is level 9 as well because of the old taming effectiveness. I do think that is the way to go if you are wanting to get or make the most out of the old taming effectiveness anyway. Now that they have actually fixed it and it is working as they intended, I believe, instead of it just increasing the melee damage, it increases the health as well as all the other stats too. So she needs quite a bit of leveling, it seems. She is, after all, only level 9. So what I'm going to do first is going to put points into her health, and then I'll start working on the melee damage there. So what we'll do is we'll set her to attack your target. So they are mate boosted now, and we will take her back home and kill stuff along the way. See how she performs. There's pterodons back there. That reminds me, we have a pterodon at home, but that is one of our friends, female friends that is. She was very adamant that she wanted that particular colour, but as she was taming, I accidentally shot it whenever I was just messing around trying to hit her, but I accidentally killed the one she was taming. It was almost tamed. I felt really, really bad. So me and my friend Vincent ended up staying up a bit longer after she left to tame her one, and we named it Pentagon because that's what she calls them. She calls them pentagons. It's funny. So we have that, but now we are high enough level we can actually... I said we were going to kill things along the way, and I've not attacked a single thing, but we'll kill this turtle. Kill this turtle right here. But we are a high enough level to make a saddle, but it's going to be quite a bit of grinding, to be honest. Let's actually see what you need for the pterodon saddle. So 230 hide, 125 fibre. It's not going to be too bad. It's the chitin or keratin is going to be a pain in the arse, because right now I seem to only get about 2 off of any trike or... oh, there's a blue beam. Any trike or turtle that we come across. I'm not sure what else you can get them off as of right now. There might be another beast that you can get them off a lot more, but there's Pentagon right there. So that's not bad. Ideally we'd like Riley to get the killing blows so she can get leveled up. I think when I get another raptor or 2, I may have to say goodbye to the Dilo pack here. Oh, actually some of them have leveled. The thing is though, is that Dippy here has 422% melee damage, but the thing is you don't know their base damage to start with as well, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time it just kind of makes sense that raptors would tend to do a bit more damage than little dilos here as well. But anyway, we have ourselves another... oh, there she is there. We have ourselves another raptor. We had a little bit of a raptor taming session here. It wasn't too bad. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will most certainly carry on with ARK, getting up to the higher levels to eventually, hopefully, spawn the brood mother with the rest of the peeps on the server. That will be fun. We actually have done a bit of cave exploration as well, but we were ill prepared to say the least. So next episode might actually be doing a bit of cave exploration or cave spelunking, I guess you could call it. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you